And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, 280. 157. Stay with your man. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Check safety. Check. Fresno.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second and 11 now. Ryan, he'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Eric Ebron, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Wait, set. Check. Watch 54. Check.
Brady now on first down. And he hits Drake. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And that'll bring up second down.
I got you. 72.
Now Brady. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. 6 man.
To throw is Brady. It's complete to Drake. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Pick up the ball. Mike 50, Mike 50. Sugar. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's just me and you.
This time Ryan will throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now to throw on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line. Here we go. 50, plant. And watch your leg. 25, check 25, check 25. It's wrong.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the safety creep. He's checking. Crash. Watch out. Slam.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go, defense. Shadow.
Going on 1st down is Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Hey, South!
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Switch. Bang, 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 bang. Check your hot read. Check 31, check 31. Check. Ready to go.
One more time with Lindsey. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, throw left side, complete. That's Drake. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Easy. Check, Mike. Get your foot. You better bring it.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Hey, Sam.
Here's Ryan. Ebron with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Ryan. And Diggs has it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Switch. Check 13.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here in week 1.
You better bring it. 72.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Hey, 66. Hey, Charlie. 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen. Mike's 50. Shadow.
On first down, Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Hey, Foxtrot. I'm coming. Let's go, Mike 50. Here we go. Malcolm. Mike 50. Hey, Orbit.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
7. 50's the mark. Get that ball. 72.
Brady now on first down. He's got it to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, that's 380. You can't block me. You go on. No, 66. Motion. Comes up the helmet. Here we go. Go. 50, Mike 50. Go Bandit. Mike's 50. You remember me? Let's go, guys.
Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, 42 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing again on second down. Ryan completes it to Lee. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ryan now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Ryan will throw again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Texans 14, Vikings 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Ryan going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 34 yards there at a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Buying time to his left. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
21.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
25, 51. 58, Bravo. Cut. They're not ready for this. 51, jump.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is taken at the 10. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's got room. The 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake, 76 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Know what I would tell Mark?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is...
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
54, regular.
They'll try again with Drake. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kenyon Drake, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get up! Get up! Shift! Watch the shift!
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, we're ready! We're ready! Come to my work! Wait! Come to my work! 58 to Mike, 58. Ready,
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. To throw is Ryan. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Sugar!
Right back to Drake. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Drake. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Ready! We're ready! You can't block me. You can't block me. 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquise Lee there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
And the Texans' 1st down.
Wait, set, fly, 20. 54. Hey, get in the way. Back.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This will be taken very short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Devin McCourty brings him down. On 2nd and 9, Ryan to the right side to Eric Ebron. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, it's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Mike 5'9". Oh, here we go.
Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. On first down, Ryan. A little check down to Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And 58's the money. Go 58's the money. He don't know no better.
Throwing again, Ryan. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Philip Lindsay. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2.
Ready?
To throw again is Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wait 20. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Wait 28.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up